Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today, we're going to be reacting to the New Rules, Hero, and New Rivals live stream for Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. Got about 2 minutes. Well, 1.5 minutes left until it starts, so I'm not being joined by anyone this time. All my buddies are playing with each other while I do this, so I'm probably not going to be able to watch the whole live stream unless it's only about like 50 minutes long, because I am pretty busy in a couple of hours, so I probably won't watch the whole thing. I was just typing something in the live chat. I put hashtag put Hulk in a thong. Alright. It's about to start. I'm glad I'm not focusing on the live chat because it's just a bunch of 6-7 bullshit and a lot of other things. Alright, I hope you guys are ready to see my awful as fuck reactions. We'll see what happens. Am I going to be hyped? Or am I about to get punched in the balls? I don't know. This isn't Dead by Daylight, so if they're gonna punch me in the balls, at least it won't be as bad. I will admit, though, I'm personally not too hyped for Jubilee. God. There's a reason I don't really do live streams. Like, live chats, I mean. Because when it gets big enough, it literally moves just too fast. And, I know that there's a slow chat feature, but it always just makes it feel bad. Granted, in my opinion, I don't really watch a lot of streams. Much more of a video person. Although I do like making live streams, especially if I get to communicate with cool people. Okay, it's already over. Over to... Alright. Oh. That is way too loud. I'm coming up there. fact that I'm literally playing it on my phone while they did it, just don't have to wait on a live stream. This is what I'm reading. I don't like watch a lot of live streams because they often delay it by so much, even after it's been heavily broadcasted about when it's going to start. And it's just not the thing. I mean, I get why people like live streams. I like to do that. I don't like to watch. Apparently someone wants to support Palestine. Okay, I guess. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what the fuck the chat's talking about. Except the guys, except the people just posting dancing videos. I get those people, this is some fire music. buff Thor. Okay. I'm not even gonna try to keep up with this chat. I'm throwing the actual stream. It's just gonna make me use brain cells faster. Wait a minute, I think I can close it. Oh yeah, I can. Let's go. No more chat for me. I don't want to. Now I can just look at this beautiful thing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Celestial mission for millennia now. But when timelines began to collapse, the gods shed their facades, scrambling like dogs to outlive the end of all that is. Humanity was consumed by hubris, believing they could survive the devastation as well. But the future is in the hands of mutant kind.
Apocalypse?
For if even gods must fight for survival, then only the fittest should be chosen to stand among them. And from those deemed unfit, I shall acquire the power to transcend. The seven lights shall guide the way. In the name of Apocalypse, the world shall be.
Did he just get stabbed in the back?
Gods, Mirai. No one beats the Hood.
The Mystery of Thebes. Wow, they are really dragging this out. What I saw from that, the Hood, I think is what that guy's name is, seems to have stabbed Apocalypse. I mean, I was pretty sure that was a few of the characters I've seen in these, but I still wish it was someone else in that 2.5. I don't know who they are. Honestly, I just think Drax. I see a distinct lack of Drax in Rivals, and I think that should be fixed. Oh, and that gives you a perfect view of Drax. So honestly, am I truly going to complain about this once it goes out? No. And Loki is in my troops and happy. I forgot what that is. In the center right down there. Might be the Hood. That's Wolverine. Yeah. It's like a lot of X-Men. I'm gonna zoom in so pardon if it's a little strange for a moment. Might be Cyclops. It's really hard to tell. Let me see who's back there as well. That's Daredevil. That's a mummy, I think. Like, it's really hard to tell because everything outside of like here is super blurry. Like everything that's more in the background is blurry and hard to tell for me. So, like, Bucky, it looks like down by Cap. Is that Doom? That might be her actually. Okay, that's just Emma. It's hard to tell due to how I have this set up for recording. Curious, will Jubilee be called Jubilee, or I think her name is, like her hero name is Dazzler, if I understand X-Men correctly. I could be completely wrong, because I'm not super familiar with X-Men. But if they were going to ever add X-Men v Sentinels, now would be the time to do it. Look at all those X-Men. And Bucky.
Hello everyone, Double G here.
Yeah,
We're excited
Guang
to welcome you
Guang!
all to Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. This time, let's first welcome Zhiyong to introduce some updates.
Hey Rebels, it's Ziyong. I'm here to walk you through all the very exciting developments we are making on the Balance team.
Wait a minute! Black Widow rework?
Let's first tackle a pretty challenging topic, Black Widow. Looking at past seasons, the combat performance has indeed lacked competitiveness. We've tried a few adjustments here and there, but with little impact. The reason being there's a primary conflict we've never quite been able to resolve. The long-range one-shot KO capability of her standard sniper rifle juxtaposed against the counterplay experience for other heroes facing that capability. These two aspects are very hard to balance. Through many internal discussions, we've always opted to prioritize maintaining her established play experience for those that have grown to love her rather than completely redo
That's
her,
what we like to hear,
and
Guang
eliminate
Guang.
those
Or
that
Xeon.
love her established
Fuck.
playstyle. However, the core issue then remains. So this time, we are attempting to rework her combat route and truly usher in a new glorious aura for the Black Widow. Here's a brief overview of our approach to these adjustments. First, we've removed the ADS sniper mode from her standard state and increased the fire rate of her primary attack. At the same time, we've moved the charged electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available. Hitting enemies with this deals damage and applies a slow effect. With this adjustment, on one hand, we no longer need to stress over the one-shot KO issue of a normal snipe, allowing us to implement responsible baseline stats. On the other hand, we hope this gives Black Widow more stable, consistent DPS, raising her base damage floor so more players can pick her up. Secondly, we've transformed her ultimate ability into her ADS sniper mode, which will last for a set duration or until a certain number of bullets are fired. Again, prioritizing the counterplay experience, we still haven't given her the ability to one-shot on critical hits. However, as power compensation, we've drastically increased the hitbox wise of her sniper bullets, and they can now pierce straight through enemies. Crucially, non-critical hits will also deal incredibly high damage, completely shredding any damage fall off at range. The ultimate goal here is to preserve that pure sniping experience for players who love it, while using the framework of an ultimate to grant it the immense, devastating power it deserves. Finally, we've retained Black Widow's sprint and super jump, entirely removing their stamina restrictions. Her spinning kick will also stay, and we've introduced a brand new ability. When Black Widow is airborne, she can launch toward the target location and slam her Widow Spike gauntlets down, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies.
Yes!
Our vision here is to make Black Widow's close quarters melee combos flow much more seamlessly, handing her some serious aggressive burst capability. Overall, we hope these adjustments will make Black Widow a highly competitive flanking duelist. You can experience all the details for yourself once the update goes live. Let's look forward to her performance in the new season.
Alright, as a Captain Black Widow, I am hyped. Alright, team-ups.
Now, let's chat about the dynamic changes to team-up abilities in the new season.
New team-up.
Hawk infuses ranging gamma energy into a massive metallic broadsword forged by Magneto, granting Magneto to an all-new ability, Gamma Blade. Once activated, he can launch the colossal gamma-infused sword forward. Upon hitting the enemy or the environment, it triggers a chain of violent explosions, dealing massive damage to all enemies in the area. Hawk also infuses gamma energy into Jeff the Landshark's Driver Splash. Upon activation, just splits out a stream of glowing green gamma water. Continuously watering an ally with it will directly mutate them into a team-up Anchorman. Wait a minute, I think I grabbed the wrong script. Let's try that again. Now, let's officially talk about epic evolution of team-up abilities. The team-up abilities brought an entirely new, deeply Marvel gameplay experience to Marvel Rivals. Since launch, they've mostly received immense praise for all of you, especially during the first year. As we've continued to operate and update the game, we've always kept a close eye on the community's discussion regarding team-ups. Things like hoping certain fun team-ups stay around forever, wanting everyone to have an active team-up ability, wishing team-up sync up better with base abilities, and begging for Hawk and Cloak and Dagger to not always just be in Anchor Gel. During the team-up update process each season, as the sheer number of abilities grew, our dev team gradually started feeling the strain. Some of the newer team-ups started feeling a bit uninspired, existing just for the sake of ticking off an update box. Once we realized this, we decided it was time to absolutely revolutionize the team-up system.
Oh my god, this could be awesome or really bad.
Now, every single hero will possess two completely independent team-up ability loadouts. The ability granted by these loadouts vary. Some are entirely new standalone abilities, while others replace an existing base ability. But either way, they will grant the hero a fresh, far more engaging combat experience. Players can pre-select one of these team-up loadouts outside the match based on their preferred playstyle and utilize it in-game. If a player wants to swap to their other team-up loadout mid-match, they can do so freely in the spawn room. Every team-up loadout will feature a base effect and an enhanced effect. The base effect primarily dictates the fundamental form of the team-up ability, including its controls, core mechanics, and visual presentation. This base effect will be active regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team. The enhanced effect, on the other hand, mostly acts as a powerful buff to the base effect, though a few will offer additional ability variations. The enhanced effect requires the team-up member to be actively playing in the match to activate. Let's use an example to illustrate. Hawk has two distinct team-up loadouts, and players can choose one of the following to use in battle. Inspired by Captain America's unyielding spirit, Hawk becomes an absolute immovable force in combat. This base effect adds a new active ability. When used directly, Hawk leaps straight up and violently slams the ground, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies. He can also activate this ability mid-air during Incredible Leap, triggering the same ground slam effect upon landing. Following the slam, embodying Cap's never surrenders attitude, Hawk erupts in the face of adversity. All his normal ability cooldowns are reduced based on his current remaining health. The lower his health drops, the greater the cooldown reduction. Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain America is actively on the team. Now, let's look at the enhanced effect. Building on the base effect, the slam deals even higher damage, while also breaking the enemy's will to fight, applying a debuff that increases the damage they take. This effect only activates if Captain America is on the team. For his second loadout, Wolverine's Rage awakens Hawk's inner violence, making him more aggressive in battle. This base effect adds a new active ability that, when used, sends Hawk into a furious state, instantly buffing his move speed and attack speed. It also adds a new passive ability where, upon dropping below a certain health threshold, Hawk enters an unstoppable state fueled by sheer rage, granting him full CC immunity. Again, Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Wolverine is on the team. Now, for his enhanced effect, when Wolverine and Hawk are in the same lineup, Hawk can throw Wolverine forward. At the same time, Wolverine triggers Basca Crawl Strike while Hawk enters the Furious state. This Furious Fastball special is completely independent of the base active ability, meaning Hawk effectively gets two chances to actively trigger his Furious state. Again, this effect only activates if Wolverine is on the team. Taking community feedback to heart, we comb through every single team-up ability released since launch, and cherry-pick the absolute most fun and engaging ones, retrofitting them into the new team-up system structure. So, in Season 9, players will get to see the return of some classic team-ups, such as Metallic Chaos
Yes.
and Ammo Overload. Of course, we've also designed a ton of incredibly fun, entirely new team-up abilities. For example, Venom will receive the Cosmic Blessing of the Phoenix Force. He gains a new active ability that, when activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames. swapping out his primary attack for a fiery Tenju Cliff that aggressively sweeps the area in front of him.
That's cool.
When Venom and Phoenix team up on the field, the Phoenix force that Venom wields is heavily buffed. Every hit from his fiery sweep will apply a spark stack to enemies, reach 3 stacks, and violently detonate dealing massive extra damage. For the sake of time, we won't showcase every single new team up here. You can jump in and explore them all for yourself once Season 9 launches. Moving forward, we won't be constantly shuffling around and adding team-up combination every single season like before. Instead, we will focus heavily on the macro performance of the team-up system as a whole, optimizing and balancing the ones that are underperformance. And of course, for any newly added heroes, we will deeply design them to ensure they launch with completely fun and useful team-up loadouts. This team-up system update is easily the most massive overhaul we've done to the combat system since launch, and it's going to shake up the meta in unprecedented ways. Furthermore, the new team-up roster includes a good amount of cross-role synergies. For example, some Vanguards and Deerits will be able to output healing, while some Deerits and strategies can provide incredible survival utility. Strategies that traditionally lack burst healing will gain per turn baseline healing capabilities, and strategies lacking aggressive utility will secure stronger initiation of healing tools. The new team-up system radically shatters the established capability boundaries of the heroes, cracking team comp possibilities wide open. We can't wait to see what team compositions you make full of enhanced heroes and villains. Furthermore, the team-up anchor mechanic from the previous system has been completely scrapped in this update,
Fair enough.
alongside its corresponding flat immersion buffs. As a result, we will be slowly re-evaluating the raw strengths of those specific heroes as well as some others. We are stepping into Season 9 with a just plan for Season 8.5's dominant overperformance, like Cyclops and Rocket Raccoon, while significantly buffing underperformers like Thor, The Thing, Black Cat, and Storm, bringing their lethality and utility back up to par. Altogether, this balanced pass touches roughly 80% of our entire hero
God.
roster. Because the list of all these tricks is so massive, I won't read them out here. You can dig into the hub numbers in the balance post releasing shortly after this video.
Okay. Alright.
Beyond tweaking the heroes themselves, Season 9.0 introduces 2 massive global system changes. First up, the brand new team-up system inevitably introduces way more numerical variables into the mix. Team fights are going to be infinitely more chaotic and hyper-aggressive. We found in playtesting that this consistently led to ultimate abilities training together far too frequently and snowballing matches prematurely. So, after exhaustive testing, we've decided to further nerf the overall energy acquisition rate for ultimate abilities. Post-nerf, the average time to earn an ultimate will feel nearly identical to how they play in recent patches. Secondly,
just my mom.
we are adding an entirely new health mechanic to the game, regenerative shields. Regenerative shields function under the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that calculates off base health, like percentage base healing or percentage base damage, treats regenerative shields exactly as if it were regular health. But here is the difference. If a hero managed to completely avoid taking damage for 5 solid seconds, their regenerative shields will automatically kick in, rapidly recharging to full capacity over the next 5 seconds. For instance, If a hero has 300 regenerative shields, it will rebuild at 60 per second. If they have 150, it builds at 30 per second. We are strictly adding regenerative shields to high mobility heroes who excel at flanking and diving. This new health type massively buffs the baseline mistake forgiveness of these hypermobile characters during solo or angle duels, significantly reducing the downtime before they can jump back into the fray. Simultaneously, this cuts down on the sheer number of teammates a strategist has to constantly monitor, heavily alleviating overall team healing pressure. Realistically speaking, accurately predicting the exact meta strengths of every team-up combination with the addition of regenerative shields is going to be extremely challenging right out of the gate. Plus, the reactions generated by different team-up synergies with new team compositions will undoubtedly perform entirely differently across various levels of play. Therefore, the overarching philosophy for the Season 9.0 patch is supporting a stable and smooth transition into this entirely new era of Marvel Rivals gameplay. As we plug into this radical new season, we will be constantly monitoring the moment-to-moment experience of the new team-ups and checking the meta closely across all competitive brackets. If things break, we won't hesitate to step in with rapid hotfixes or patches. If you guys run into any rough spots, please give us your feedback ASAP. Plus, the upcoming mid-season finals will be played on the Season 9 patch, featuring the brand new team-up system. We absolutely can't wait to see the incredible plays our pros are going to pull off. Ignite the battle!
As you just saw, this summer we are rolling out a truly massive new update. This isn't just about tweaking a few team-up abilities or adjusting the anchors. It's a systemic, full roster, ground-up rework that will bring an incredibly fresh and fun dynamic to combat. And of course, in Season 9, Black Widow will also receive a major rework. But that's not all. A new season means highly anticipated new heroes. Grab your strays because Jubilee is bringing her explosive mutant energy to Marvel Rivals in Season 9.
Yep.
Jubilee is a strategist, a lovely manipulator of fireworks who can control vibrant energy plasmoids in combat to heal her teammates, while simultaneously damaging and blinding enemies. And for the grand final, her ultimate ability unleashes a lethal dazzling fireworks show across the battlefield. This season, we are also turning our sights to the Collapse timeline. As the very first mutant in the Collapse timeline, Apocalypse personally witnessed the world burn to ashes in the crossfire of the War of the Gods. In the eyes of this evolutionary arbiter, the species that needed to be cooled was no longer frail humanity, but rather the very gods who had failed the mortals. However, just as Apocalypse was absorbing the fate of all deities, attempting to ascend to godhood and reshape the order of the collapsed universe, a mysterious assassin pierced his chest. When the heroes arrive in Thebes to investigate the death of Apocalypse, they hit a dead end, only for 3 deeply mysterious murders to occur sequentially entirely within their own ranks, casting an even more impenetrable shadow over the entire incident. To dive into this mystery, we prepared an interactive Death of Apocalypse detective minigame. We invite everyone to sift through the endless lies and uncover the one truth. Our brand new convoy map, Thebes, will officially go live following the update on July 23rd. Stay tuned. Following the update on July 30th, our brand new game mode, Path to Doomsday: Avengers: Age of Ultron, will take everyone straight into Avengers Tower and Ultron's data space to battle Ultron and his mechanical army. At the same time, we'll be launching a series of events in the Times Square lobby, so look forward to that. In Season 9, verified college students will get access to a new location of 10 costumes and MVPs. We welcome all college students to verify their university email to unlock these exclusive benefits. From July 29th to August 1st, the Marvel Rivals Ignite series mid-season finals will be taking over Los Angeles, USA. 10 top teams from our 4 major global regions will battle it out on stage, competing for the very first World Championship title of the competitive year. We'd absolutely love for you all to come out and experience the hype live. For more ticketing details, please keep an eye on our social media channels. We have been holding our tongue on this version update for so long, and we couldn't be happier to finally talk about it. We actually started planning our team up overhaul just under a year ago. Over the last few seasons, we've been closely following the community's discussions regarding team ups, and honestly, the pressure has been immense, especially over the past 2 seasons. Right before recording every division, Zhiyong and I would debate, should we just test the overhaul now? We thought dropping the news early might alleviate some of the pressure from the community, but every time, we ultimately decided not to. We wanted to be completely responsible, to only announce it once we had successfully built it, run the tests, and thoroughly verified the gameplay experience ourselves. That's always been our style. So the time is now. Grab your friends and jump into what is easily the biggest update to Marvel Rivals since the game launched. Ignite the battle!
Alright. That was awesome. Part after this part turns out to be like actual gameplay. I'll let you guys like you'll probably be able to see, because if this thing well, currently less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds ish, probably more like 4 minutes. You guys are more than welcome to just click off now, because I won't blame you if there's not much video and it's just this. I got about a minute left. Or not.
Clear the way! It's time for the Big Bang! Life energy, yeah! Stand back! Or no! Let the sparks fly! Wow, you suck! Tick, tick, boom!
She autistic like me. She autistic like me for real.
All right!
Okay, even if it's just gameplay, this is not what I was thinking. Not that I'm complaining.
Time for a blow-up!
I just can't.
Show's over! For you!
Team up abilities for Jubilee.
Oh, blade of frost!
Jubilee good?
Feed on this!
Is Jubilee part vampire? Skin. Oh yeah, I'm guessing Jubilee's probably part vampire if she has, that.
Oh, blade of frost! Typhoon!
Oh, is this a legendary? Oh, that's a rogue skin. I thought those were the same skin.
I take everything! Nighty-night, sugar.
Oh, that's sick. Deadpool mummy. Yup. Is that an House of Bloodstone Savage Lane skin? Pharaoh Moon Knight. Detective Ultra. Pharaoh Mantis. Pharaoh S? Queen Mantis? That's Rocket. Venom? Oh, fuck, that's awesome. Alright, all 4 Namor fans are happy. Oh, this is the Battle Pass! Oh, that Battle Pass is awesome. Guang Guang is about to have my credit card information once again. Shut up and take my money! Vanguard team-up ability? Oh, this is just showing off all this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna end it here because I don't have the ability to look at all this right now. But have a good one.